welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Penn State Nitt Lions and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Nitt Lions head coach before the game. He told me that this is new for the Big Ten. Obviously, these teams are coming all the way to the West Coast. The travel is long. They've been putting some practices in place to make sure their players are moving, getting up early, getting prepared for this time zone challenge. They are going to try to perform at their best performance level today, but they put a ton of time and research and science into making sure the players are prepared to go. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Nitt Lions offense will go on the attack first. And we take a look at James Peoples. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Stumbled to the ground.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Nitt Lions will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Greg still making moves. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Ducks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And they'll be looking to get the ball to DeCorian Moore. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one, communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Could be an alley. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks will hustle to the line. They're going to ride this running back. Smashes ahead. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll start on the ground with people. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
A little bit of shock and awe right now early in this game for the offense. I understand there's a lot of football to play, but this defense, David, they came in the underdog in this one. And man, they're playing really fast right now. They look like they're attacking the football. They're not staying back, being passive. They're trying to dictate everything to the offense early. And so far, the underdog is having tons of success.
And you got to love that, man. Go shoot your shot, right? Like, be aggressive. They've got to find a way to play great D on that side of the football. If they can continue this, who knows, man? They could pull the big upset, but it was all about the defense with the coaching staff, and so far, this D has come to play.
Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move. The Nitt Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Got it set up on the outside. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
He unleashes a long one. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Nitt Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Hard-hitting tackle. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Rush is on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the Ducks will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Touchback? We don't want no stinking touchback. Here he comes out of his end zone. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got enough for the first. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Nitt Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be 4th down. The Nitt Lions send out the punt unit. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense.
Finds a spot in the middle. He's loose. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might as well give it to him again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Offense gets set for second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Back to pass, it's Walls. Under fire. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
Oh, a really nice decision early in the game by the QB. You're in great field position, at least going to have an opportunity to kick a field goal. Third down, nothing open, just throw it away and let your head coach make the decision.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He'll take a shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, here on the Penn State sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Nitt Lions line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Wants to throw. It's Walls. Under pressure and down down he goes at the 33. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Nitt Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And just saw one there on the crossing.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wants to throw it again. They've got the screen set up. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw again. Gets open down the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Nitt Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Wolf. Pocket breaking down. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Walls. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go.
Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders at 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays. And
oh, what vision! One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. The Nitt Lions going back to work on offense now. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the second down completion was anything but productive. 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. Timeout taken here by the Nitt Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Taylor wants to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Nitt Lions decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Escapes the pressure going right. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And this one is perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Nitt Lions will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Penn State head coach coming out of the locker room. This team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the 3rd quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man, it's Walls. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
And send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Ducks will call on their punt team. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Hand off, Peoples running left. Makes it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Solid run on the last play, gives this offense another 1st down. Here's Peoples one more time. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Nitt Lions are rolling down the field. Taylor wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Martin. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Maybe a crease. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Gonna run it. It's Wallace. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Nitt Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabs it.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3.
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on 1st down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Taylor wants to throw it. Intercepted to stop the threat.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Defense wants to bring the heat. On the run, it's Davison. Breaks into the open. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Corralled and stopped, and he just picked and weaved and bobbed his way for 5.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football?
There's a little room there. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off play action. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Walls. Flushed out of the pocket. Runs through the tackle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
On the ground, it's Martin. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Now he's looking to throw it. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Taylor wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense putting points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside, it's Davison. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Pressure coming. Still looking for a man. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Quarterback will keep it. Got enough for the first. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The Nitt Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And this game's starting to take away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got
trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. Taylor wants to throw. Fires left. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Oregon! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick 6 right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
The Nitt Lions going back to work on offense now. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Yep, looking to take a shot. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the offense on second down. Keeps it on the option. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like they haven't.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. Fights off a defender. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass, it's Walls. Here's a heat. Finds his man. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking for a productive play on first down. He goes right back to the air. The short hands, it's Robinson.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Makes a catch. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Nitt Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Taylor wants to throw it. It's complete to the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Nitt Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Backed up now, here's second and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Nitt Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go back to the air on second down. This time it's complete. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. It'll be third and long. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Tries to get it on the ground. Picks up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.